Okay, so we are live, and I'm really happy today to invite Valentina Steshna from AmazonScout.net. So I think we just start broadcasting, so we have to wait for a little bit for people to get in to sign in to see this webcast. So we're just going to talk just gonna chat a little bit for a few minutes until we started. So Valentina, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit so we can know you better.
Well, I'm Valentina. I'm a representative from amzscout.net. This is a company which creates software for Amazon sellers in particular. And well, we use Amazon API data to estimate and to analyze a lot of data to help Amazon sellers find profitable products and to search them really quickly.
Awesome.
For that, we have, okay, I'm an executive officer there.
Yes, Valentina is the executive officer of AmazonScout.net. So we have some people come in already. Should we just get started about your presentation? So she's going to talk about the 2018 Amazon tips that you didn't know before.
Yeah, thank you. I can start. So today I'll speak about how wonderful this Amazon marketplace and how to utilize all the opportunities it gives to us. I'll talk about advantages of all this amount of data which is available on Amazon comparing to just a market on the street or comparing to eBay and all other stuff, all other marketplaces. I'll tell you what data our program has to interpret, which we interpret and use in order to give our users best opportunities as sellers to quickly find profitable products, as I said before. I'll cover some best strategies to do the product research. Actually, for beginners and for experts, they have the same issue all the time. They want to launch more and more products, and they want to do it, of course, successfully. So we're helping them. We'll cover some products that we have. One of them is completely free and is used, I think, by most of Amazon sellers. It's our profit calculator. I think all Amazon sellers know it. And some paid stuff, of course. And I will present the main criteria which reflect that the product is really potential. Or the niche, let's say. Okay. So let me begin.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, that was just short content. And well, the first thing is about Amazon. Amazon is a great place, as I said before, and it gives opportunity to sell online to everyone. I think it wasn't, not all the people like 10 years before had this chance because they needed some investment, maybe a bigger investment, and they needed information. They need at least a marketer to help them. Now a lot of information is available on the internet, and Amazon gives this in a healthy atmosphere to be there. Just have no experience as a seller, as a business person, and you can start there from scratch. You can watch a lot of YouTube videos and download some software. For example, our software has a long trial, and to try yourself with very little investment. And the competition inside this marketplace is really fair and healthy. That's what I like about this thing, Amazon. Also, Amazon gives opportunity to do a lot of services for you. For example, if you don't want to store products, to pick and pack them, to deliver them, to handle returns, Amazon can give all the services to you in exchange for little FBA fees, as they are called. It has a lot of data. It gives it like freely. So that's how all these software on the internet appeared, because Yeah, you can analyze a lot of data, such as rank, and I'll cover that later. That's why maybe it has a lot of buyers there too, a lot of customers here who shop on Amazon. As far as I know, 75% of Americans bought their presents, for example, on Christmas on Amazon. So I think it's incredible. I think the second place belongs to this, I forgot, Walmart. It was like 10% or 7%, I don't remember. And this marketplace is basically powered by small businesses. So, like, you can be one of them. Okay. So I think I'll cover questions if we have some later. Yeah, I'll go to this.
Right. So, guys, if you guys have any questions you want to ask Valentina, just make sure you write on the comments below, and I will read out the comments. I'll read out the questions for Valentina to answer. So, if we don't have any questions now, we'll just continue on the presentation.
Okay. So, available data. Which makes this marketplace predictable and easy to handle, and which we utilize, AMZ Scout utilize, there are a lot of them. And the first one is rank. Well, let's imagine the horse race as I'm trying to imagine it in my head. It's really wonderful to explain it like that. Well, so if you have like 20 horses, and the first horse which came first, gets the rank number 1. Yeah, rank 1. BSR, it's called, bestseller rank on Amazon. And the 20th horse gets the rank which is 20. So it has number 20 in the race. It came the last. What our software does is that we track some of these horses. We can track every horses, or we track some of them, the most popular ones, for example, among our users. And we know how much they sold in terms of, let's imagine these horses were on Amazon and they sold, and that's how they won. And the first horse, for example, sold like 100 items, and the last horse sold just 2 items. And the 10th horse sold, let's say, 50 items. So Amazon doesn't say how much every seller sells, but we know their ranks. So if we know that thanks to our tracker, if you know that the first horse has this amount of sales and the 10th has this amount of sales, we can actually predict what amount of sales have other horses, number 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. That's how it works. Because a lot of people ask how we predict sales, so that's how we do it. And we actually predict not only the past, and not really the past sales, but the future sales. We predict what would be your sales number, monthly sales number in the future if you have this BSR, like now, in the following month. That's how it works, because some people sometimes blame programs for not giving the exact information about the sales. It doesn't work like that. Okay, what else? There are keywords which have 2 functions, and well, we cover both of these functions, so let's say data. The first function is the search volume on Amazon. Our program actually has a keywords explorer, and you can, for example, type the word cup or mug, and it will give all the search volume on Amazon with all the word combinations that people were looking for with the word mug. And you will actually see that the mug is not the most popular word, but some other coffee mug is the most popular word, and you'll be given the exact amount of sales. Then competition reviews. The second function for keywords. Keyword sellers use keywords to rank their product on the first page on Amazon, And we have this info. So for each of the product, you can you can push the exact button, and you will see all the keywords the seller tried to rank up for with. We're giving the information on the reviews and ratings, so you can read, you can compare, and I think a very wonderful indicator that is called RPR, review per rating. You can sort by it and see the product which has the best RPR, the highest RPR, revenue per review. So it has big revenue and just few reviews. Also, as I said, we have a profit calculator. We have a free extension which is available on the Chrome store, and we also have it inside our extensions. It's a really wonderful tool to utilize because it gives you your FBA fees and what they consist of. It gives you ROI, a return on investment. That's the ratio of cost to profit to cost. My tip, by the way, it should be at least 100%. It's expressed in percentage. And net margin, which is, I think every seller knows, a ratio of net profit to the price. And it's different, but you can compare a lot of products and pick up the best net margin. Then we also track inventory, and we have a special tracker to track inventory by yourself. A product database. If you don't want, for example, to search the Amazon yourself hours, you can just open the product database of particular companies. Of course, many people know of junglescout, but we also have such a product database, and we have more than 20 million products there. So it's a different product database to search in, and you can apply a lot of filters. You can like search niches or separate products which have like this amount of revenue, this amount of reviews in this category, and all that. Also, what important is the listing quality. Date first available. You can see, for example, that the niche is really new. A lot of sellers just launched the products in year 2017, for example, and the particular month. Price history, which is really important to cover too, because you need to know if the price, for example, drops really drastically in some period of time. And also Google Trends, because lots of products that you will find will turn out to be really seasonable. For example, it happens in Christmas especially, or in summer, or in winter. For example, hand warmers. I recently saw hand warmers, so they are basically seasonable product. Yeah, but people buy it in winter. Okay. Questions? No?
So guys, do you have any questions? I don't see any comments. There might be some delay. So is that all for the presentation? Should you go on, or are we done for the presentation, just waiting for the questions?
No, we're not done.
Oh, okay.
Two more short topics.
All right. I haven't seen any questions, so just please go on.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
What are the best ways to find profitable products on Amazon, and the quickest ways? The first is there are such pages on Amazon as Stream, Goldbox, Most Wished For, Movers and Shakers. That are pages which have products that recently became popular or have many sales or are new and instantly had a lot of sales. So you can just open these pages on Amazon. Then you can start the extension, MZ Scout extension, and look at the products which have a lot of sales and just few reviews, and find good ideas for good niches. The similar Amazon page is called Deals. You can look for discounted products there. So apparently some sellers are trying to first variant sell the stock out, or the second variant they try to give away products in order to rank. So they previously found some niche to be good, so you can just follow them like that. Well, the next thing is our MZ Scout Keyword Explorer. It works like merchant words. If you know, a lot of people know about merchant words, but our tool works with the same, works the same. And you can find some ideas there. For example, typing the words, I don't know, wall or chair or cat, anything, a baby, and find a lot of ideas you maybe haven't thought of, like wall. Then recently I found wall, decal, art wall, 3-piece art wall, something like that. And analyze this niche and then go to our product database with the same search term, like wall art, for example, and find products which meet the criteria, again, you need for the revenue of reviews. With no idea for keywords, you just can go to our product data and filter all the products in some category, for example, baby category. You can also just go to Alibaba. Yeah, my first thing comes to my mind, and ask Chinese companies, Chinese suppliers, what things are popular, what things are being bought very often in big quantities. And the rather conventional way, which some people use anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I have something to add here. So
yeah, okay.
So a lot of people are asking me, let me just, often I get this question a lot that, okay, what exactly should I buy? So when you have a vendor you're working with, you can just reach out to your vendor and ask, okay, what's popular? What's popular being bought recently? So it's a very quick shortcut that a lot of people don't know how they should do this. Just make sure you just don't be afraid to ask your vendor like what's popular, so you can you will have more confidence on what you're ordering.
Yeah, and I guess there's one more, even more conventional way is just to look around yourself and see what products, what things are overpriced in our life or in usual shops, brick and mortar shops, and also which things are hard to get. There could be really different stories. For example, I don't know if I should cover that. No, I mean, just a story for me. I don't know how it works for other moms, but my daughter, for example, if she's taken to a toy shop, she'll just go crazy, and she will make me crazy. So I would just go to the online shop, order something, because it's also hard for me to go separately from her because we're always together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to shops together, like for the grocery shop. So I would rather buy something online, and
much faster.
Much faster, yes, and without any crying and blah blah. She will never know. She will not have like thousands of toys in front of her eyes. She'll just have hello surprise once a week or a month. Yeah, take it, no variants, no complaints.
That's a good point for a mom. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I represent a big category of buyers, which are women and mothers. So I think every person can think of themselves of a representative of some category of people and find some overpriced products of their work. For example, recently bought this big kit for lightning kit, and after I bought it, I checked the prices on Amazon. It turned out they were like twice as cheap.
That's what happened all the time.
Yeah, but I don't always check. Okay, and the last topic which I want to cover is the criteria of potentially profitable product. Well, as it is known, it should have high demand, of course. Although it's really hard to check the market, if you created some products, which is true for some creative sellers. Yeah, but if it's an old niche, you can check for the demand, and it should be high. And it doesn't mean that a couple of sellers, a few sellers, should have a lot of sales. Now, it's better to have a stable niche, so that you go to the second page, you open the extension, and you see that sellers or products at the second page still have sales, and they still have more than like 100 items. They sell more than 100 items a month, and their revenue is at least, I don't know, $1,000 to $2,000. Because sometimes you're like mistaken, you're misguided by the first few sellers, but then when you scroll down, you see that the revenue for others is like $100 a month or something. Low competition. Of course, a lot of reviews, like thousands of reviews for a lot of products is not a great sign. It will be hard to rank, and you will need a lot of investment to rank here and to get the reviews. And also the one dominating brand is also not so good. For example, if you check Barbie dolls, yeah, some dolls like that, it will be dominated by Barbie brand. Google Trends, I also covered that. There should be no seasonal peaks, so otherwise you can sell the product before this season, or after that you just don't need this. Profit for one item, which is ROI, return on investment. I'll repeat that, should be, I think, at least 100%. We show this indicator in our profit calculator. And it's simply the ratio of profit to price. Let's imagine the price is $3, and the profit should be at least $6, I guess. Yeah, it should be better. It should better be, yeah, at least $3. So that, let me explain it this way. For example, let's imagine this pen, manufacturing cost is $3. You pay $2 to Amazon FBA fees, or you pay to some shop, and this shop sells this pen for $10. So $10 minus 3 minus 2 is $5. $5 is your net profit. So you divide this net profit by cost, and you get like more than 100. So it's okay. It's really good, because now you have $5. You can reinvest $3 and buy another pen, and you have $2 more just to spare. Or you can just collect all this net profit and next time buy more pens. Yeah. And the other way around, you will never double your revenue. You will not be able to buy more pens next time. Just again one pen, and then again sell it, and then again get this net profit, and invest again the same money. And profit margin is also important, as I think it should be at least 50%. Also, people prefer to sell not big and light products on Amazon, because otherwise, if the product is big and heavy, you will have, because Amazon charges you for storage a bit more, not a bit even, yeah. And in the season from October to December, it's actually more expensive to store products too. And one more thing, if you store products for more than half a year, you'll end up paying even more after this half a year, so you'd better sell out stock. So that must be it. I think I didn't spend more than 20 minutes.
No, you're perfectly fine.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, that was a it's very it's a very good presentation. So if anyone who's interested in selling in Amazon, hold on, let me just, yeah. So if anyone who are interested in selling on Amazon, or if you already have products inside of Amazon, you should check out this software they developed. It's called AmazonScout.net. So it's AMZScout.net. You can see the link here. So you guys offer like a free trial, right?
We don't only we don't just have a free. That's what I'm trying to say. I also prepared actually a 50% discount for the members of your group for all our products.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it will work like for 1 month.
Okay.
And then I'll see.
Okay, so
okay.
How do people get to that?
Well, there are 2 links. One is for the extension, which is like a pop-up window, and it can be found on the Chrome store. Well, you'll have a link. And another link is for the web app. It's our product database plus a keywords explorer and the tracker in one. It's like on the website. It's not a Chrome extension.
Can you paste the link on the comments on Facebook?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure seeing this in this platform. Can you do that?
Under the video, right?
You should see something that says comment. Do you see that?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Yep. So Valentina is going to paste that link onto this Facebook video broadcast. If you're interested,
Yes,
just click on that link.
Yes. Well, the first link is a 50% discounted
50%
link.
discount.
50% discounted link for AMZ Scout Extension Pro. Hopefully I'm typing it in the correct box.
Okay, so while Valentina is pasting those links, if you guys have any questions, just type in the comments. And
Is it correct?
I don't see it. Oh, I see it. It's a Google link, right?
Yes, it's a shortened link.
So it's an Amazon Scout Extension Pro with 50% off. That's a big discount. So if you guys are interested, just click on that link under in the comment section.
Okay, and the second link is a web app, which is AMZ Scout, which is a keyword explorer. Plus a database, plus a tracker altogether. Again, with 50% discount.
Yeah, it's the web browser extension, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's also 50% off discount.
Yeah, but it looks like a link now.
Okay, awesome. Anybody have any questions? Otherwise, we're going to close this session now. Okay, I don't see any questions, so thank you. It was a pleasure to having you here to talk about Amazon and the tips and keyword stuff. So it's really crucial that for people to have a shortcut software to check the demand and stuff. So very nice having you here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here on your channel.
Thanks. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Thanks a lot.
Okay, I just pressed end broadcasting, but it's not. Okay.